Hey everybody, David here, and today I'm going to be talking about Arrow Season 5, Episode 5, Human Target. And, this was a really great episode. 5 episodes in, we're still on a roll with Arrow. Arrow so far is on a great track. And let's talk about this episode that I thought was really good. First of all, we get Human Target. It's kind of a crossover, I think, because there was a Human Target TV show from Warner Brothers. I didn't watch the show, but I know there were two separate series of it, and there was one that was more recent, but I think it only lasted 1 or 2 seasons, and then it got canceled. But it wasn't, from what I understood, it wasn't the same actor from that show. So I'm guessing it's not connected. This is not like a Constantine situation, I guess. Unless anybody has watched the original Human Target show, let me know if that show is connected to this one, because I never seen it, so I don't know if there were any references to the TV series Human Target. But from what I've seen from this episode, I think the character seemed really cool and badass. I really liked that what he does is he wears masks of people and I guess pretends to be them, and he studies them before he becomes them, so that way he can get their personality right to a T. And obviously in this episode, he pretends to be Oliver Queen so Oliver can fake his death. Why? Because Church has found out that Oliver is the Green Arrow because Wild Dog spilled the beans after being beaten badly. I really did like the Human Target character a lot. I thought he was really cool, and I hope we get to see him again one day. I think he was a really... I like that they kind of tied him into Diggle's past, even though we never seen how Diggle met him. Who knows, maybe if he ever comes back, we can see that flashback on how Diggle met the Human Target. But I forgot the character's real name now. So, but yeah, I really liked his character and what he could do, because when they faked Oliver's death, I actually thought that was Oliver getting shot like crazy, and I'm thinking to myself, so how are they going to explain this? Because Oliver, got killed once, stabbed by Ra's al Ghul and kicked off a mountain, and apparently his wounds were saved by the cold and the frozen whatever. His wounds froze over and he had the strong will to survive, and I'm like, well, there's no cold to save you now, Oliver, so what's gonna happen? And then it's revealed that that guy was wearing a fake Oliver mask. And I like the fact that Felicity put on the mask after and was trying to do her best Oliver impression. That made me laugh a little bit. I also, actually, speaking of Felicity, I did like the fact that it came out that, she is in a relationship and Oliver's actually okay with it. I figured Oliver should be okay with it anyways, because he was actually okay with Laurel and Tommy's relationship when he came back from the island. So I figured if he can handle that, he'll be able to handle Felicity moving on. I think Oliver is a character that doesn't need to be in a relationship. I think he should be the one character to realize that a relationship is not for him. I mean, he can go out with other women, sure, but I think he should realize it's because, let's face it, he is the Batman of this Arrowverse. And that's what I think he should be. And just like Bruce Wayne, he doesn't stick with one girl. He, whenever a woman likes him, okay, let's sleep for a day. And then move on the next. Not that I'm saying that's the right thing to do, but for Oliver's character, I think it works. I don't think he should have someone holding him down. And because let's face it, that's the problem with Felicity. Felicity was a character that held him back a little bit, caused too much drama. That's another reason why I think the Black Canary, if they didn't kill off Laurel, would have been a more suitable relationship for him because she was a fighter like him. So they both could have been out in the field together doing what they both love, fighting crime and protecting the innocent. But no, some creators thought it would be cool to kill off the Black Canary. But like I said in a couple of other videos, I think there's going to be a big chance that they're going to bring Laurel back. Not the Laurel that we knew, but the Laurel from Earth 2 that the Flash team still have held captive, or at least they should still have. Another thing that I really liked in this episode was Church, man. Church, he showed what kind of a villain he is, and I'm actually kind of sad. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the episode yet, Church gets killed at the end by Prometheus, but clearly Prometheus was going to be the big bad of this season, and now that Church is out of the way, we're going to see what Prometheus can really do, hopefully, in these next couple of episodes. And my theory, if you've heard me before, if you guys have been following me, subscribe to me, you know that my theory is that Prometheus is Tommy Merlyn brought back to life by Flashpoint, or somehow. I don't know how they'll explain it, but Flashpoint is my best guess on how he'd be back alive. Another thing I guess I should talk about is the flashbacks. I really like what's going on there, and I really like that little tip at the end where Hard Target showed up at the end there in the flashbacks, showing us how he already knew who Oliver was. He got an idea of who he was as a person, but Oliver didn't notice him taking the mask off, so it kind of helps with what was going on in this episode, that Oliver didn't know him, but he kind of knew Oliver. And I do like where the flashbacks are going. I think these flashbacks this season, I've said this maybe in the last 2 or 3 videos, I think the flashbacks this season are a lot more interesting and a lot more better. I do actually feel like they are going somewhere. They are taking us somewhere that I am interested in seeing. And yeah, he's now part of the Bratva, and I like that. I like now he's in there, and it's not going to be easy. He doesn't know what Antonelli has brought him into, and it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. So guys, I am going to say that I really enjoyed this episode. Hopefully I didn't miss on anything. I know sometimes I do, because my memory is terrible. It's funny because I do these videos right after the episode finishes. So you'd think that I have a clear memory, but for some reason there's always something I'm forgetting. This is why I should take notes, but I don't. So with that being said, I'm going to end it here. Guys, like this video if you agree with me. Subscribe to my channel. That's always cool. And check me out on Twitter and Facebook and whatever. I always leave those links in the description box. Comment below and tell me what you guys think about this episode. I like hearing what other fans have to say. And I like to try to comment to everybody if I can. So I'm always reading. Just know that I'm always reading people's comments. So even the bad ones, so I know people are going to disagree with me or hate my videos or something, but hey, you can't win everybody. But the ones that do agree with me, it's really cool. And until next time, guys, I want to say take care. Yeah, take care.